Previously on Family of 3 TV, we have visited the gorgeous Yorkshire Dales and we have ventured over the border into stunning Scotland. However, we've never really explored the bit in between, which is why we're going to be spending the next few days in Cumbria. Hello everyone, and welcome to the beautiful Cumbrian village of Ireby. It is truly tranquil here. It is incredibly quiet, as you can hear, or rather, can't hear. Yeah, it is set in a lovely little location. Now, the place behind me, Old Saddler's Cottage, that is where we are going to be staying for the next few days. So let me show you around. Now, you're probably expecting me to go in through the front door. No, actually not. I'm going to instead start by going around the back. A couple of different reasons. One, that's the order in which we did things, and two, that's the order in which I think is best to do this property, really. So, first things first, we have a sort of driveway space here, although it is very small and very tight. Doug is going to try and park here a bit later on. I wish him the best of luck. Anyway, listen, let's head on through the back door then. Listen, brace yourselves, guys, because well, the word that best sums up this house is labyrinth. It is an incredibly characterful and quirky property, and to be honest, I absolutely love it. But anyway, so let's start off with the back door then. It's one of these where you can open the top section. Well, normally you would be able to, but this is locked and we don't know where the key is. To be honest, we wouldn't really be looking to do that anyway. But yeah, no, of course you open the whole door thusly. In case this here sign doesn't give it away, this space when you initially come through the back door is known as the boot room. Well, it's actually a very large space for, of course, hanging your coats up and shoving your shoes. And there is a bench for you to sit on whilst you do so. Across from that then is, well, what you would assume to be a little cloakroom type dealio. But actually, as well as a sink and a toilet, you've got a great big shower cubicle in here. Wow! Oh yes, that's the thing. Don't worry, there are plenty more things to come with this property. We are only just getting started. So yeah, so let's head on down into this sort of living diner type dealio. As you can see, got a couple of nice sofas. What is probably the lowest armchair ever. I don't think we're going to be sitting in that. Yeah, anyway, and we've got a dining table over here. Nice circular, proper, lovely looking wood jobby. Complete with 6 chairs. There's a 7th one of these bad boys over here by a keyboard. Anyway, let's turn that off enough of that. Yeah, that's the thing. You don't get that with many rental properties, do you? So let's just stand back here and admire the room. Oh, and over there, by the way, we have a couple of patio doors out onto this little paved garden space. The key for which is in there, but I'm not going to take you out these doors. I'm instead going to take you out that door. But before we get to that door, we're going to go through the kitchen. So, here we have the kitchen. Can you tell how excited I am about this property, by the way? Anyway, yeah. Here we have the kitchen then. Washing machine and tumble dryer and a dishwasher as well. Very nice indeed. Nice two basin sink, electric oven and hobs. We don't get on particularly well with electric hobs. Pop out bad into the video that will explain why. Anyway, moving on rather swiftly. Here we have a fridge freezer unit, complete with a cold water dispenser. It's not been filled up, hence why it's not doing anything, but yeah, that's rather nice. Equally, a rather nice clock up there too. But, moving on, as we must. So through here then we have, I don't really know what it is, to be honest. We have a little area complete with the boiler. The boiler is situated on the floor. That's a bit unusual, I can't lie. But anyway, this then is the door that I showed you from the patio doors in the living diner. So, there we go, if it wants to open. Some of the handles are a little bit stiff. So here we have then our paved garden space. Got a little bit of washing line run along there, although at first we thought it might have been a telephone wire, because it's coming from a telephone mast. Anyway, yeah, this is a rather nice space. I can imagine, first thing in the morning, Where's the sun? Yeah, sun setting over there. So first thing in the morning, sun coming up over the fells, over the hills. That'd be absolutely stunning. It really would. This is actually a very nice space. You've got lights here, so we'll show you what this place looks like illuminated in the dark a bit later on. Also got a couple seats, complete with a manky old iron brew bottle. But anyway, gloss over that then. Those are the patio doors that I showed you from the living diner, by the way. And then this then is the door that come out of, which we're going to go back through. God, so many doors, so many places to explore. Cat flap! Yeah, I don't know why there's a cat flap, but we won't question. God, it's warm in here where the boiler is. Oh, anyway, got a rather random exterior light in here. In fact, there's quite a few of these on the actual outside of the property, which, to be fair, you probably need, because I can imagine that a place like Ireby gets pretty blooming dark at night. I mean, when I say it's off the beaten track, I sure do mean it. God, this place is rural. But anyway, listen, let's press on with the property tour. I think I'll take you through here next then, shall I? So through here we have and bathroom. Yep, that's right, there are 2 downstairs toilets. And not just that, there are 2 downstairs toilets with showers. The other one obviously didn't have a bath, but yeah, you got a shower and bath and toilet and sink all in this room. Wow. But anyway, let's continue on with the tour then. Well, this is where things get rather interesting. Because, well, when we first arrived, this lovely local gentleman came out and we had a very lengthy chinwag with him. And he told us, you know, a bit about the area, what you can see, what you can do, blah, 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 blah. He also told us that the place we're staying used to be 2 different houses at one point. And so I think this is where we go through from one part of the house into another, I think. Because yeah, if we go through here then, where shall we head? Let's head on through here first. Here we have a completely separate dining room. Boy oh boy is it a grand dining room. Look at that, you've got one of those old style units complete with the plates that are just for display. Yeah, this is a grand room. To be honest, I don't think we're actually going to be using this, alright? We're probably going to be using the dining table that's in the living room. Or should I say the living room that I've shown you, because much like the fact you've got 2 dining tables, you've got 2 living rooms. Check this out! This one's got the TV and the Wi-Fi router. And yeah, this to be fair, I'd probably class more of as a snug. But yeah, 2 dining tables, 2 living rooms. Yeah. Yep. Labyrinth. Keep telling you. And of course there's yet more to come. So if we come through here then, this is the actual front door that I showed you when I was stood outside the front of the property. God, we struggled a little bit to get it open at first. I mean, my mum couldn't actually do it, so sort of had to play around with this a bit. But yeah, we eventually got it open, but I mean, we just came in through the back door. And to be honest, that's probably the main door that we are actually going to be using. That being said though, we have got some hooks here for coats and whatnot, and indeed keys. But anyway, let's head on up the stairs then, because this is where the stairs for the property are located. So let's head on up here. Yes, by the way, I am wearing shorts, because it's actually rather warm here. In fact, it's several degrees warmer up here than it is back in Norfolk. And in Norfolk, I was warm, hence why I put shorts on this morning while we were still at home. Yeah, it is actually lovely up here, it really is. Anyway, I think I'm going to take you through and probably do this the wrong way round. I'm going to start off with bedroom number 3. There's 3 bedrooms in this place. This is the smallest of them all. A couple of little twin single beds in here. But you've got these, which are a bit different. So basically, these say, leave these on the bed if you've not actually slept in it. And that way, they don't have to wash all the bedding and whatnot. It saves energy, it saves water, it's better for the environment. I love that. I think that's really great. I really, really do. Anyway, yeah. So that's the 3rd bedroom. Then I'll take you on the other side of the hallway. Not the hallway, what's this? The landing. And show you this. Toilet number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, and we've got another bath up here as well, bath and showers. Yeah, so we've got 3 showers, 3 toilets, and 2 baths in this property. We've got a bathroom each. How incredible is that? almost as incredible as this view. Check that out, wonderful people. Check that out. That is stunning. Oh, yeah. Anyway, let's head on out of here then, and I'll take you into bedroom number 2 next. Although I'm going to be very careful not to show you the master bedroom just yet, because that is something truly special. That being said, this isn't exactly bad either, because as well as a double bed, I've also got a little single bed here. So, you know, I could spend one night in there and another night in there. No, I'm not going to. I'm going to leave this one untouched so that, you know, they don't have to wash the bed and whatnot. I mean, you know, why would I sleep in that? I'd just sleep in this. But yeah, not as good of a view from here, but it's not an unpleasant one either, really, is it? Little van go past. That's probably the one of about 3 vehicles that I've seen go past in the last, like, 3/4 of an hour. It's lovely here. But anyway, let me finally introduce you to the master bedroom. Yep, that's right, we have a 4-poster bed. Look at that. Whoa. Dog's going to feel like royalty in here. It's got a sofa as well, and as you can see, he's brought some camera stuff with him. This is the only camera I've got with me, but you never know, he might let me use that, or alternatively I'll just stick to this on my phone. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, this is a oh, I've just spotted a door. I want to know where the door goes. Sorry, I'm nosy. I'm nosy like that. Please don't tell me this is an ensuite. Oh, thank God. To be fair, you're probably not supposed to be able to get into there. Fan, little portable heater, some spare towels, spare cushions, etc. Yeah, that's probably not for us, hence why this bedside table is in the way. But oh well, I see a door and I want to explore. Which reminds me, there is actually one door that I missed. I just remembered this one door that I missed. Let me take you back downstairs quickly, being careful not to knock the camera on that. Here, anyway, this is the door that I didn't show you. Nothing special, sorry, I really did hype that up, didn't I? But anyway, ironing board, not Henry Hoover. Oh, I hate Henry Hoovers. I certainly hate R1 anyway. We digress. Yeah, that's the thing. A little bit of storage under the stairs there. And yeah, that pretty much concludes the tour. Right guys, so my mum was just having a look at the little games in this living diner, right? So you got standard Monopoly here, with the standard places. But then we've also got, yes that does say, the Lakes Edition. You've got Monopoly the Lakes Edition, which of course is perfect for where we're staying, which is literally a cough away from the Lake District. Which of course in the past I haven't reviewed particularly highly. I'll shove in the clip. If you've done Scotland, don't even bother, because it's not half as nice.
I saw a very small part of it, and it was the very touristy area, but there is more to it than that.
Yes, absolutely. We're right up at the other end, or in the far north of it. And yeah.
A few moments later.
So, one very delightful meal at the Black Lion, just across the way there later. And we're now settling in for the evening. Yeah, genuinely, the pub could not be much closer if it wanted to be. And it is actually a very nice pub. The guy in there, in fact all the people in there, are so lovely. The people around here seem to be really nice. Mum's trying to work out how to turn on the heating, because it is a little bit nippy in a couple of the rooms, isn't it?
Hmm.
That's a person deep in focus. Anyway, and then I'm just going to turn on the garden lights for you, because it's starting to get dark now. There's a little bit of light on, or out there. I just want to show you what the lights look like. God, the downside of having an absolute labyrinth of a house, or car, is that, switches there, is that it takes forever to walk from one end of the property to the other. But anyway, there you have it then. That's what the lovely little garden lights look like. Right, so on the subject of lights, we're now just playing around with all the various switches and whatnot, trying to work out what everything does, because there are so many switches in this place. Got kitchen lights, another one for kitchen lights, that one we don't know what it does, doesn't seem to do anything, and we've got one for that, one for an outside light just the other side of the door, and then we've got over here, I'll let you do this, Mother.
Oh my goodness.
We've got a little switch here which says lights.
I feel powered.
Go on. Wait, look at that! Look at that!
Cabinet lights and...
Yeah.
And underlighting, shall we say.
Yeah, you got a strip of... Oh, that is well funky. Right, turn that off. Let's see what other switches we've got. Come on, this is so much fun. Right, there's a switch here. Ooh, which does that. There's a dimmer switch over here. Let's see what happens. Does that do this one? Oh, yeah, there we go.
Lovely.
Okay, and then we've got this one, which does all the other lights.
Wall lights, I didn't realise there was wall lights. I'm going to shut the curtain.
Quite like it having the wall lights down a bit lower. It's having them really bright. Ooh, that is... I mean, don't get me wrong, they do a cracking job of lighting up the room, but dimmer is a bit more subtle, a bit more... Yeah, and have the middle one up more. Anyway, sorry, I'm buggering about with these. Mum's, I don't know what she's doing. Yeah, got these lights on in the garden, looking very nice indeed. What other switches have we got? We've got a couple more. Oh my god, we've got so many over here. Shower, towel rail, extractor fan. Oh my god, then we've got three. Oh, we've got three switches. Come on, come try them out, Right, we've got a light up there, and a light out there. So I'm guessing there's one for each. So that's that one right above the sign, very nice.
That's interesting, turn that off.
That's that one, which means the other one's the outside one. Yeah, you can see it reflected in the car window there. Very nice. Yeah, these. Yeah, go on then. You've got these sort of outside ones. There's various ones outside, but yeah, there's also a random one there, and I mentioned it earlier, a random one in the other bit where the boiler is. But yeah, three more switches behind you, which are all to do with in there. Shall we go explore upstairs? Picked up one of these today. Apparently they're quite rare. I've messaged some people today about it, and apparently they've never seen them before. But that's the second one I've had. That went well. Hey! What's that switch? No, we haven't. We haven't done that switch. Oh, we've got another little outside light.
What
just
the hell's that?
round.
Oh God, round there.
I can't see it on the camera.
I've got to turn that off, otherwise this electric bill's going to be horrendous for these poor people.
Oh, we've got another light here. What does that do? That does in there. Okay. Any other lights? This is what the... Oh, that's a bit pathetic for here. I can see why you've got so many lamps. And another Wi-Fi router. There's three. Three in this place. I think that's a booster for the one that's in the snug. But yeah, then there's an EE one, which doesn't even have a password in, which is in the living diner. Don't know what that's all about. Anyway, Dunk's here chilling. Mum's here closing more curtains. More light switches up there. Another one over there. Any others?
Did you do the dining room?
Yeah, I'll show it that. Any behind? Oh no. Right, let's come out here. What we got? So we've got another three here. There's one of these clocks in all of the rooms, all of the bedrooms that is. There's also one of these in, you know, a torch or two in all the rooms as well. But I suppose a place as rural as this, you're likely to have power cuts, as we found out when we stayed in Burnsall. Yeah, pop out banner to that.
I did hear the guy who runs the pub say that in January the power was off more than it was on. Because don't you remember we had that big storm come through anyway, and there was an awful lot of power outage in this part of the country because it came sort of across Ireland and it hit Cumbria quite bad.
Not fun. Not fun.
No, so you need to be prepared. Lots of candles. And...
Right, so while buggering about with radiators and whatnot, we've somehow managed to spot. We've got this map. God knows how I didn't spot it before, but anyway, got a map here of the Lake District National Park. So Ireby, which is where we are, is right up here. There you go, literally a stone's throw away from National Park. Well, we've done sort of this bit here along Windermere, which is the most famous, most well-known one, in the most touristy type area. As you can see, Eagle Kendall just there. Yeah, another well-known one, Coniston Water. You've got Ullswater a bit higher up, which is, again, another one that's very well known. But yeah, round here, I mean, the closest one to us right now is this one, which is Bassinthwaite Lake. Got to say that in the accent. Yeah, and you got obviously lots of lakes, hence the fact it's the Lake District. But yeah, so we're right up here, and obviously got Cumbria, Cockermouth, which is just funny to say for obvious reasons. And yeah, there you have it then. That shows a bit more where we actually are then. But yeah, I don't know how we didn't spot that, but I'm glad I have. So I've been able to show it to you. God knows what my mum's doing right now, Mother. What have you done?
It's alright, it's fine. Absolutely fine. Nothing to say. Nothing to talk about. Let's leave now. Thanks.
Mum to the rescue. I just tried lowering this. That corner ended up there and that one was half hanging down. How the hell do you operate these things?
Well, that one's actually got 3 of these, so that makes it even worse.
How? What?
That's why, now you know why I was going to leave it.
Do you want just pull it up and just not do it?
I can't get it to...
Oh my god! I've just noticed you've just hit them, you've got a little duck under there.
Yeah, that's a dyslexic duck.
I was going to say, it's spelt wrong. What's the point in that?
A few moments later.
Bub, what have you done now? She's... Well, now this corner's lower than that one. But it made a noise it shouldn't have done.
Stop it.
A few moments later.
Perfect. Let's never touch this thing again, shall we?
Yeah, we won't bother putting that up.
You got a light, it's fine. Right, turn the light off and...
Run.
I clearly can't have been paying attention when I was doing the tour of this place, because I also kind of sort of somehow managed to miss this. I've got a wood burner. And to be fair, there's a couple of like electric stoves, little fireplace, and in fact there's actually one that just isn't connected at all. You know, it's a feature piece, and so I sort of thought, well, yeah, okay then, there obviously isn't going to be a proper fireplace, but look, we have actually got a proper pucker wood burner just there. Oh yeah, by the way, in case you haven't noticed, Theakston's t-shirt, which is rather fitting, because what did you have in the pub tonight, Dunk? Your beverage?
Oh, it was Theakston's best bit.
Yes. Me and my mum have just been doing some unpacking, and I think I'm going to take a... Bloody hell, that goes down a long way. Anyway, I'm just going to sit here and enjoy what's left of my evening, and yeah, I think I'm going to end this one off here. Really just been setting the scene as this video, but don't worry, we'll be out and about doing stuff in the next video. Exactly what stuff though, you'll have to wait to find out. So make sure to tune in, same time, same place, next week. Till then though, do take care. Bye for now.